Dr. Sekimoto, I thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
There has been a radioactive leakage at a uranium processing plant in Ibaraki Prefecture, which of course is northeast of Tokyo, and this happened on Thursday last week. Now, could you tell us about the cause of the leakage and your thoughts on the accident?
Oh, yeah, and the cause for the critical accident is usually very clearly defined by using uranium enrichment and mass and geometry. If they perform just which satisfy the regulation, it never happened. But in this case, I think the actual cause is really human factors. And yeah, judging from the newspaper, they put more uranium in a tank, just accepted for the highly enriched uranium. The actual technical reason is very clear, and but the problem is just human factor. I think so.
And it sounds like a very elementary error.
Oh yes, it's very elementary. Yeah.
This was also a very dangerous accident.
Oh, it's very dangerous, but characteristic of that dangerous meaning is very different from other accidents. And for other accidents in nuclear facility, usually radioactive materials just leak from the facility to a public residence area. But for criticality accidents, main dangerous part is neutron beam. And that neutron just produced in uranium, it appears at the fission phenomena occurring. And once the chain reaction of fission ceases, then neutron also stop to produce. And so the dangerous time is very limited, only during a time while chain reaction is going. And also the area is limited, and the intensity of neutron decrease very rapidly from the source. So the person which had seriously injured are just workers. And usually the residents near that facility do not get so harmful dangers.
But nevertheless, this happened at a facility where I believe there were about 50 households that stood within 350 meters around the facility. So it was definitely in a residential area.
Yeah, and it's a very bad situation for that facility locating. And but usually, in a common criticality accident, neutron intensity is not so high. And I think if this criticality accident is just average size of accident, then I am sure persons living near this facility did not get any neutron exposures.
That's good to know.
But they just worry a little bit about some risks to get radioactive materials produced in fission reactions. They produce, in this case, short life fission products. And but once the surveillance just showed just clear, then I think it is not necessary to worry about contamination of radioactive materials.
Oh, so the exposure is not harmful to the people in the vicinity? Do you see it?
And neutron exposure is dangerous to only persons near to source, neutron source.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. So persons far from that source is safe, and also that once the chain reaction ceases, then neutron exposure risk is definitely zero.
Oh. So there's no need to panic.
That's right. That's right.
But nevertheless, for example, the facility did not carry devices to check neutron, and also the accident was unreported for some time.
Yeah, I heard that things. Probably they suppose this kind of accident never happened. And so it just true if they follow the regulation. But in this case, they didn't follow the regulation, and so this kind of accident happened. But so I can say they believe this kind of accident never happened. And so they violate the regulation. And also they did not prepare any instruments for critical accidents.
That was.
I don't know the real reason. Probably the person in the company upset, and they could not find any actions they have to do at that time. But anyway, it's important to report that things to local government because if the accident is very dangerous, then government just ask residents for evacuation or any other actions necessary to escape such kind of radiation exposure.
What about the government? Do you think that they have acted quickly enough to the crisis?
I think after they got information, they tried to act as quick as possible, probably. But this is the first time for Japanese government to meet the criticality accident. So I think it takes maybe a long time to decide their actions.
Now, you just said this is the first criticality accident in Japan, and the Science and Technology Agency has assessed the nuclear accident at level 4 on an international scale of 0 to 7, which, of course, makes it the worst of any nuclear accident in Japan. Dr. Sekimoto, how do you compare this accident to the string of other accidents in nuclear facilities in the past?
Yeah, and in this accident, some monitor outside facility just detect the radioactivity. So we can conclude some radioactive materials leak from the facility. This is very severe point. And also there are 2 persons very severely injured. And so I think it's reasonable to categorize as level 4.
Which makes it a very big accident?
It's a very severe accident, but I think still this accident did not make any harmful danger or radioactive exposure to the residents, and so I think it's not so high compared to the higher ranking. Yeah.
Compared to accidents in nuclear facilities worldwide.
In this case, the radioactive materials in facility is very, very small. Mm-hmm. And so the size of the accident is not so large.
Now, Dr. Sekimoto, I may know the answer to this question even before I ask, because you say this accident was caused purely by human elementary error.
Yes.
How could we prevent recurrence of such accidents in the future?
Yeah, and it's I'm not sure it's easy or difficult. Because to follow the regulation, and regulation is reasonable, then it's very easy to follow that regulation. Mm-hmm. But human being sometimes violate regulation. And so we should make some, how can I say, some proper regulation which is more efficient and satisfactory.
And prepared for almost any kind of accident imaginable?
That's right, that's right.
Well, Dr. Sekimoto, would this incident possibly lead to a revision of Japan's nuclear policy?
Oh, yes, I worried it. And Japanese policy becomes more negative way. And I'm sure safety should be emphasized.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, we need nuclear energy at this time. So we should just promote the nuclear energy utilization, but we have to take much care for the safety. And I personally hope the research and development for more ideal nuclear energy system should be promoted.
Do you think we'll be looking into more, alternative sources?
Oh, yes, it's also another way, and alternative, especially some renewable energy, should be utilized more. But economic aspect is also very important for energy. Mm-hmm. And if it's possible or economically reasonable for using renewable energy, then it's better for us to utilize such kind of energy. But in the near future, and personally I think even in the far future, we have to rely on nuclear energy. So I think the research and development to make nuclear energy more safe and satisfied energy, I think such kind of research and development are very important.
Yes, I certainly agree, and I certainly hope that the lesson will be learned this time. Thank you very much, Dr. Sekimoto.